Hi, I hope you had a great day or are having a great day, depending on where you're at in it. I'm glad you're here. Today, I just wanted to talk about the difference between mantras and positive affirmations. And the two are generally used interchangeably, but there is a difference. Mantras and positive affirmations are not the same thing, although both are used for self care and nourishing our minds. So, mantras are, in the Eastern world at least, and believed that they work whether thoughts are stated aloud or they're mentally thought. The vibrations are over time going to have an impact, whether again it's verbalized aloud, it's whispered, or it's mentally recited. Um, the This has been used in Buddhism for thousands of years. I just lost my train of thought there. So mantras are word sounds or invocations, generally speaking, at least with um, a lot in Buddhism and in Kundalini yoga traditions. It's the mantras are in Sanskrit, and the emphasis for mantras is to aid an individual in focusing concentration and deepening meditation, while also uniting us with a deeper or higher power. So, whatever you label that as, the authentic self, universe, soul, angels, God, whatever you associate higher power with. And then mantras are also associated with mysticism and spirituality, which aim to liberate the mind from thoughts in order to reach a state of inner peace. So, excuse me, a common Sanskrit phrase or mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. And then there are a lot, Satanama is a really big one that's used for new beginnings, healing, um, fear of change in the Kundalini yoga tradition. Now, positive affirmations, on the other hand, are actually, they were actually developed in the 1970s by neuroscientists. And this was with an emphasis on um, cognitively consciously focusing on rewiring thought patterns. And so it was initially started, positive affirmations were initially started to have a more modern understanding of psychotherapy and linguistics in order to rewire thought patterns toward the desired outcome versus meditation where it's we meditate to elevate, right? Where we're trying to heal the suffering in order to reach a higher state of being and to alleviate that suffering. So it is a desired outcome, but it's less of a focus on the thought patterns. And then um, um, an example of a positive affirmation would be I am whole and perfect the way that I am. And the main point of positive affirmations is it needs to be a statement or a phrase that you believe in, right? Versus a mantra where that's generally used to direct the outcome or to heal the suffering. So, like the Fear of the Future meditations that we did, we were using a mantra that is found, or it's grounded in miracles, right? Because stepping into any fear or even sitting with any fear that we have can sometimes feel like it needs a miracle just to get us to that point, to sit with it, let alone face it and then let it go. Whereas affirmations such as I am overflowing with abundance, that's it's an outward projection, right? We're looking to operate from a state of feeling like we are overflowing with abundance versus the mantra where we're chanting it to help us step into the fear or whatever the goal is, whatever the meditation is geared towards, or the situation that we're working to to create in our lives. So I wanted to just note the differences between mantra and positive affirmations. They're not the same, as I said. They're generally, a lot of the times, they can be used interchangeably. They're not the same thing, and they're coming from two different perspectives. Some of the things that they both can do, or the crossover is they can help with problem solving, reducing stress and anxiety, and then increasing the likelihood of personal success. They also increase positive emotions, improve our relationships because we're improving ourselves, right? We're letting go of self-doubt, stress and anxiety. We're operating from a more centered place of being, which obviously helps improve our relationships. It also increases confidence for the same reasons that we're living from a more grounded place within ourselves instead of fear and anxiety. And then this obviously creates an inner clarity. So I generally gravitate toward mantras because positive affirmations, I keep wanting to refer to them as self affirmations. Positive affirmations don't really, I'm never really connected to them, mostly because for me, if there's a block there, just reciting a phrase isn't going to work. That's not going to help me overcome the block. Whereas mantras and Kundalini yoga meditations actually helped me step into the block, the fear, the anxiety, whatever the issue was. It helped me to actually step into it so I could sit with it and release it. And Kundalini yoga is really the only type of meditation that I've actually been able to anchor into. So while the intensity of the emotions arise, I'm able to stay with it and just allow it to work itself out as it releases. Because ultimately, that's what emotions want to do. They just want to rise up and out. That's really all there is to it. We get lost in the thoughts and the emotions, and so we end up clinging to them. So I absolutely say that you should try both mantras and positive affirmations and see which work best for you. And it could be that mantras work best in some circumstances like anxiety and stress, and positive affirmations work great in others, such as I don't know, maybe they help you with before giving a presentation or writing a paper or things of that nature. But they might have a place where they work best for you. So I say try them both, see what works, what doesn't, and if all else fails, create your own. So I am sorry for the late post. I had recorded this video earlier and the audio somehow corrupted throughout, so I just had to re-record. So my apologies for the late video. I hope you found this helpful, and thank you for joining me. I will see you soon.